Hi, this is Troy Doty with Northwest Realty Source. So the 21st Century Road to Housing Act is now law. It passed 85-5 in the Senate and 358-32 in the House. Margins you almost never see anymore. So the signing got held up over an unrelated bill, so it just sat on the desk for 10 days and became law without a signature as of July 11th. So I'm not here to referee that fight. I'm here to tell you what actually applies to your street, whether that's in Portland, Hillsborough, Gresham, or across the river in Vancouver. Start with what this law is built to do, because it gets lost. It's a supply law. Grant money for cities that streamline permits and update zoning, easier ADUs, duplexes, and townhomes, faster environmental reviews on smaller projects. Notice what's not in there. There's no check in your mailbox, no first-time buyer credit, nothing that changes what your home is worth next month, and most of it still needs agency rulemaking and funding before it moves. This is a year-long build, not a switch that flipped in July. The piece that got the most attention, investors who own 350 or more single-family homes can't buy any more of them, and that starts January 7th in 2027. It's not retroactive, though. Nobody has to sell what they already own, and build to rent is exempt, so no wave of corporate houses hitting the market in January. In Atlanta or Phoenix, this matters a lot. Here, less than the headline suggests. When you lose a house to another offer in Beaverton or Vancouver, you usually lost it to another family. Where I expected to help is under 550, where my veteran buyers sometimes ran into all cash offers. Fewer of those is good for them, and it won't drop prices. Here's the part nobody's covering, and it's the one I care about most, the two changes for veterans. On FHA loans, the disclosures now have to show your VA benefits side by side. I've met too many veterans who got steered into FHA and never knew they had a benefit that would have saved them the down payment as well as the mortgage insurance. It goes past FHA too. The standard application behind conventional loans now has to tell veterans they may be eligible for VA financing. And the law also permanently excludes disability compensation from the HUD-VASH income calculation. This helps more homeless veterans qualify for veteran rental housing. One caveat, these forms will take time to work through the agencies. Don't wait on paper. If you don't know what your benefit is worth next to FHA or conventional, call me. I'll have that conversation every week. So where did the supply side touch Portland? Oregon already did the homework. And in 2019, we became the first state to legalize duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes in most neighborhoods. The reforms this law rewards are reforms we already made. So our cities are positioned to get that grant money quickly. What we haven't solved is the cost and pace of building. Permits are slow, fees are high, and median price sits around $535. And well-priced homes go pending in about 2 weeks. That's not investors, that's supply. And it gets fixed at City Hall over years, not in your search this summer. So here's my real takeaway. Don't change your plan over law that plays out over years. I've watched people freeze on a good decision waiting for a headline to rescue the math. And then the wait usually costs more than it saves. Know what your home is worth today. Know what you can afford today. If you're a veteran, know your benefit actually does for your buying power. Decide on real numbers, not headlines. So that's the story. Biggest housing law in decades, built to add supply over time. The investor ban helps a little at the entry level starting in January. And the zoning piece rewards work already started. And the veteran piece is a sleepover. If you want to know what this means for your situation, or if you're a veteran who wants a straight answer on what your benefit is worth, let's talk. No agenda, just your numbers and your timeline.